Akan Usen. Executive Secretary of the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, Titilola Vaivo Adeni, has reiterated the state government's zero-tolerance stance on all forms of domestic and sexual violence in the state. Vaivo Adeni stated this in her address during the agency's door-to-door engagement of residents of Ajurumi, Falodun and its environs on sexual and gender-based violence by the DSVA's advocacy team. She explained that the team had engaged representatives of 17 Community Development Association CDAs in Ibafun, Adeolu, Ilaje, Olubukola, Araomi, Jayoba, Alakoto East, Lainka, Adeolu, Ajegunle East, Adejumo, Odemi, Okorobo, Trinity, Eboti, and Ojoku, among others, towards educating the residents on the SGBV menace. The Ajurumi Falodun Community Development Council Chairman Ismaila Sani and his team members, who welcomed the DSVA team to the area, supported in spreading the campaign messages to the nooks and crannies of the community. Over 20,000 people were engaged during the campaign, and thousands of flyers, educational materials, posters, and souvenirs were distributed. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Works, has announced that the third mainland bridge in Lagos will not be available for 24 hours for motorists from Iyanu-Shoki to Lagos Island bound. Federal Controller of Works, Lagos Olukorede Kisha, in a statement, says traffic resumes on Monday by 12 a.m. on this corridor. Kisha says motorists coming out of the island and heading towards Iyanu-Shoki will have full access throughout the 20 hours closure. She explains that the temporary 24 hours total closure of the Iyanu-Shoki Adeniji Adele bound traffic is to enable the ministry carry out effective repairs on an important section of the bridge. She advised Lagos Island bound motorists to make use of alternative routes like Ojota to Ikorodu Road to Funsho Williams Avenue to Eko Bridge to Akbangbo to CMS to Ojota to CMS, then Ojota to Ikorodu Road to Jibo to Yaba to Unyubo to Ido to Carter Bridge to CMS, and Bagada to Antoni to Ikorodu Road to Funsho Williams to Eko Bridge to Akbongbo to CMS. She urged motorists to cooperate with the traffic management officials deployed to manage traffic and enjoy hitch-free movement in order to minimize the discomfort during this repair period. The Lagos State Minister of Physical Planning and Urban Development has received the Delta State Commissioner for Urban Renewal, Michael Anoka, and his delegation on a visit to understudy the workings of the state ministry. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, who received them in his office at Alausa, said Lagos State has a lot to offer its peers as far as physical planning is concerned, as the state had over the years demonstrated resilient management strategies in the sector. Olumide said the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu had given physical planning its pride of place with massive investment in operative development plans such as master plans, model city plans, action area plans, and development guide plans to birth an orderly, organized and sustainable built environment. Explaining the purpose of his visit, the Delta State Commissioner for Urban Renewal, Michael Anoka, said he needed to understudy the Lagos State model as the state had demonstrated leadership in regulating the built sector, while the Delta State Ministry of Urban Renewal is just about 5 years old. Anoka, who was accompanied by directors in his ministry, was full of appreciation for the insightful knowledge and experiences gained from the visit. The Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, LASPA, has renewed its call on property owners and practitioners in the built environment to voluntarily obtain planning permits for their proposed built constructions. It also clarified it to property owners and practitioners in the built environment going ahead to commence construction based on the possession of letter of authorization to commence construction without first obtaining planning permit is illegal and is liable to heavy sanctions by the law. General Manager of the authority, Kenny Oshinoke, stated this during an interactive meeting with selective real estate developers to evolve strategies to expand the authority's contribution to the achievement of the Theme Plus agenda of the Lagos State government. Oshinaki made it clear that the agency is the sole Lagos State government agency statutorily empowered to regularize change of use and urge stakeholders to contact LASPA headquarters or any of its 57 district offices for change of use consideration. He also decried the illegal change of use of existing buildings in various parts of the state as against the approved use in line with the operative development plan of the state. The general manager reiterated the importance of obtaining permits before commencing construction, stating that it is essential for proper urban planning and development control in the state, which will ultimately lead to a more organized and sustainable built environment in Lagos. And just before we go, carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered over 1,000 residents at the third phase of the Mega Empowerment Program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adiwale Oluborku. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.